Baron Coleman's episode tonight, oh my God, was a crazy one. Let's talk about it. But first, I want to say, I think it was just so cool that Candace Owens dropped into his super chats and left a super chat and a comment. I love that so much for Baron and for Candace for watching his show and letting him know she was watching his show. Because, baby, the truth bombs he dropped today was off the chain. Let's get into it. We're going to first start by saying Baron Coleman gave very much lots of inklings that Erica Kirk actually was in Athens, Georgia, when his cancellation happened. She just chose not to take the stage, and he gave all of the different reasons that made him think that way, starting with this one. The first thing was the Fox News hit with Andrew Coleman and JD Vance on the couch at the college in Georgia. What Fox News actually aired and what JD Vance actually said was a really good indication to what was really going on at that stadium in Georgia. Listen to this.
It's a terrible reflection on the state of reality and the state of the country.
I love Erica, and I know that she did get some Tourette's. I was a little worried that we were going to have to cancel the event because Erica was not going to come, and she was very worried about it. And I talked to the Secret Service, and I said, you know what? Let's let Erica do what she needs to do for herself and her family.
So the man on stage.
So that is what Fox News aired when they aired the segment explaining why Erica Kirk didn't show up when she was supposed to show up. Now listen to what JD Vance said when he actually addressed the crowd. Listen closely to what he said and when he said that decision was made and when he found out about her not showing up.
Well, first of all, I love Erica, and I know that she did get some Tourette's. And, about 2 hours ago, as you know, Andrew, I was...
So, Fox News left out the part where JD Vance said 2 hours ago, we was finding out that Erica Kirk may not be in attendance or she may not speak or whatever. Which, like Baron Coleman said, that sounded really suspect considering what the vice president's plane began to do exactly 2 hours before that minute on stage. Let Baron Coleman tell you what the vice president's plane started to do 2 hours beforehand. Listen to this.
He said that at 5:47 p.m. Eastern time. 2 hours before that would have been 3:47 p.m. You know what his plane started doing? And we'll look at this tonight. You know what J.D. Vance's plane started doing at 3:47 p.m.? It was flying from Washington, D.C. to Athens, Georgia. 2 hours to the minute before he uttered that statement, his plane started circling randomly on the way. And it circled for 31 minutes.
The vice president's plane starts circling in the air for 31 minutes. Exactly 2 hours, which is when he said they were having this discussion. Now, we all know the president and the vice president are two of the most important people in America. So if there's ever any danger or there's ever any attacks, the first place one or both of them go is in the air. So the safest place for the VP to be is in the air. You're not going to deliver the VP to Athens, Georgia if he's not needed to be in attendance. So that 31 minutes was them deciding whether the show would go on or not. But they wasn't going to drop the VP off in Athens and have his foot touch that soil and become a danger to him if that wasn't what was decided. The second indication that Baron Coleman gave as to why he believed Erica Kirk was there was the fact that Andrew Coleman was absolutely not prepared for this interview with the VP per se. Andrew Coleman has always been a person that is very well put together, especially when making public appearances. You can tell from this photo and Andrew Coleman's appearance on stage with the vice president, he wasn't planning on that. From what I understand, according to Baron Coleman, as a man, you don't wear black rolled up slacks with a blue blazer because that doesn't match. I don't know. And you don't wear an ill-fitting button-up, no tie, and a crazy-looking collar with no collar press or whatever he called it in your collar. Basically, you don't go on stage with the VP looking unkept, per se. You don't go on stage to interview the VP looking as if you didn't thoughtfully put your outfits together, which is what Andrew Coleman normally does. He's normally well put together, especially during interviews. Another indicator that Baron Coleman gave us was that Sunday, Erica Kirk was actually at Mar-a-Lago at a bridal shower for Don Jr.'s fiance. Reports have come out that allegedly Erica Kirk was upset at this bridal shower because she was in the quote-unquote nosebleed section of the bridal shower at Mar-a-Lago. As you can see from this particular post made by one of these ex-users, it was alleged that Erica Kirk made a phone call to good old Kimbo over in Greece somewhere, whoever that is and wherever they at. And she was allegedly told that getting seated in the back row at an official Trump function is just one step away from being tossed aside and forgotten. Kimbo encouraged her to explore possibilities with the VP while they toured together for TPUSA events. So this mindset and how she was allegedly treated at this bridal shower at Mar-a-Lago also played into Erica Kirk's confidence, allegedly, as to why she didn't want to come out on stage at this particular event. Next, and more importantly, were the planes. The tracking of the planes. There were 4 planes that landed in Athens, Georgia for this event, allegedly, that came from various areas. One plane was Air Force 2 coming from Washington, and they had a smaller plane with them as well, Sam 002, I believe. The other plane came from Scottsdale to Georgia, and that 4th plane came from Florida to Georgia. So it is Barron's opinion that the Scottsdale to Georgia flight was Andrew Coleman. The Air Force 2 apparently is going to be the VP. And that flight that went from Florida, that's going to be Erica Kirk. Then he went on to say that he, in his opinion, allegedly, in his personal opinion, he feel like once they got to the event and they saw the crowd size, first of all, the event organizers, they had no indication that Erica Kirk wasn't there, because there were 5 speakers that came on before Andrew Coleman, and none of them spoke as though Erica Kirk wasn't there. You saw the one that I showed you in the clip earlier. He even looked in towards a direction as if she actually was there.
So, Erica, thank you.
Did you catch it? Did you catch who he looked at when he said, "So, Erica, thank you"? We'll have to listen to it one more time. Watch him. I won't stop it so quickly this time. Watch him when he says, "So, Erica, thank you."
Charlie and Erica believe not just in what YRefi stands for, but our mission, our approach, and the impact we make. Erica continues to support and inspire us every day to keep pushing forward and fighting for the idea that everyone deserves a path to redemption and prosperity. So, Erica, thank you.
So none of these speakers spoke as if she wasn't there. It wasn't announced until Andrew Coleman got on stage. So Baron Coleman's assessment is, people looked at the size of the crowd and thought about the optics. And they're like, no, this is not going to look right. People are going to use this against us if you got on stage and these are the people that are here. So it's a no-go. You're not going on stage. That's just that. And he said also it could have been the fact that allegedly some people are saying that a lot of Erica Kirk and Turning Point's donors are not okay with JD Vance right now. So they're telling her basically to just throw him out to the wolves. It is what it is. We're going to embarrass JD and leave him out to hang. Another fun fact that he pointed out, all 4 of those flights left Athens, Georgia around the same time. But Andrew Coleman flew back on the plane that flew to Georgia from Florida, thus hinting that Andrew Coleman flew back to Scottsdale with Erica Kirk because she was, in Baron Coleman's opinion, she was at that event. So they're lying to the public. And the last thing he touched on was the fact that the Vance Kirk domain was purchased about 6 months ago. A little over 6 months ago, shortly after Charlie Kirk was assassinated. But interestingly enough, the Rubio Kirk domain was purchased just 1 month ago. And then the Rubio by itself, Rubio.com, was also purchased on that same day 1 month ago. So there's basically getting ready to toss JD Vance out, allegedly, according to what people are from the background are seeing, and throw Erica Kirk in a partnership with Marco Rubio for this White House presidential run because they want to get her in the White House by any means necessary. I think Baron Coleman is on to something. Everything that he laid out makes perfect sense. I do not believe that was a credible threat because otherwise the high school would have that threat that was there for the high school. It would have also pertained to that night and they would have canceled it all at once. So they're lying to us and spoon feeding us garbage. And Baron Coleman, they worried about Candace. Baron Coleman is the one they're going to have to worry about. No lie. He's the force.